My name is Carrie Dixon. I'm 44. I grew up in a two-parent home here in the DFW area. At a pretty young age, I got involved in prostitution and drugs and criminal activity, and that kind of went on and off throughout my life. When I was 15 years old, I ran away from home twice and was identified and groomed by a pimp. I ended up getting taken back home, ended up getting kicked out again. So I found myself at 17 with no place to live, and so I was faced with the choice to sell myself as I had done before or sell drugs. And so I chose to sell drugs at that time. So from before I was 18 years old, before I was even old enough to vote or enter into a lease for an apartment or anything, I was labeled a felon. And that label as a felon has followed me my entire life. I moved out of state, got engaged, eventually left that relationship and got into another relationship that ended in domestic violence, like extreme domestic violence, to where I thought he was going to kill me. Before long, I found myself in West Fort Worth, deeper into drugs. Within 6 months, my life just kind of spiraled down. I lost custody of my son. I found myself going in and out of jail. After about the third or fourth trip to jail, I wound up in a probation program specifically designed for survivors of human trafficking, and they placed me in treatment and then here at the Salvation Army. I probably wouldn't have the relationship with God that I have now, because it's because of this place and the people that I met here that I have the relationship I have now. Because Lieutenant Stephanie taught me that I didn't have to have shame or guilt, like that God loved me anyway, and that I was worthy of more than what I had. Being here at the Salvation Army taught me that I could do more than I had given myself credit for. It gave me the desire to succeed. I now have housing through the Simon II housing program, which is a Salvation Army program. And I have a lovely little 2-bedroom duplex for me and my dogs. I now am just a few classes away from my master's degree in criminal justice. And now I have the opportunity to work for the same nonprofit organization that came alongside my probation program and helped me when I was coming through this. I get to turn around and help other people. I got custody of my son back. He moved back in with me because he wanted to. We go out to eat together all the time. We go on vacations together. Not a day goes by that we don't talk to each other. I'm like his best friend. He's my best friend. I made it through homelessness. I made it through domestic violence. I made it through sex trafficking. I made it through losing my child. I made it through all these things, not so that I can take any glory or that I can feel better about myself or that, I can live a better, peaceful life. I made it through those things so that I can turn back and help people that are going through those things and come alongside them and say, look, I did it. I was there. I've been where you're at. I know the way out. Come with me.